Yes, we thank God for Bard College and we thank God for the superintendents, but I just want to suggest from my perspective as a theologian that you were just the instruments to open up the door. God opened up these doors because God, the spirit of the universe, is up to something. There is this pattern. When God wants to do something powerful in the world, the spirit often calls someone from prison. It's there. Moses moved from a life where he killed a man and he had to face time for it, to a life where he moved in nonviolence and stood up against the greatest oppressive power of his day. Malcolm learned to be a student of truth when he was locked up. Martin went to jail time and time again, and in jail wrote one of the most prolific letters this world has ever known. Something powerful happens when people who've been captive turn captivity into a place of productivity.
I started out with these guys, so it's amazing to come back and just see them walking the same walk and getting that diploma. I have the privilege of working on one of the biggest foundations in the world, and I'm working on reducing mass incarceration.
I'm at Georgetown University, where I manage a program that works with formerly incarcerated men and women.
Well, I'm currently employed as a program associate in the Gender, Racial, and Ethnic Justice Unit of the Ford Foundation.
What really struck me is how much I have accomplished in these last 2 years, and if these guys had the same opportunity, how much they will accomplish as well.
Now, let's be real. Everybody in prison didn't go there because they were fighting for justice. So our actions have consequences. But here's what I want to say to however we get where we are. Consequences don't have to be final. None of them.
When my mother used to come visit me here, she would go home and she would read this little article that said bank robbery suspect caught. I couldn't go and take that from her when she was reading it because I wasn't here. But the minute I knew that I could go and I could change that, I said, Mom, listen, let me tell you something. This thing ends with a period here, but incarceration was just a comma. I was the first person with a felony record to get into Yale Divinity School in its history. In 2013, there was a new article that came out. It said, from jail to Yale. And I took that. I said, Mom, listen, let me tell you something. I want you to no longer read that one. I want you to read this one.
Some people dismissed you when you were locked down and locked up, but they didn't know God wasn't finished. Little did they know that in confinement, you would become a college graduate, that you would not only be a resident of the Department of Correction, but you would realize the dream of a certified diploma.
BPI did provide us with a sense of freedom. Being accepted meant that I was given another way, a new way to engage the world, to look beyond the immediacy of my prison experience, and to invest more deeply in my future. What BPI students have done in the past and what BPI alumni are doing out in the world has inspired us, reinforcing the idea that education is a way of being more than what we might have been.
Don't get out and get cute like you don't know nobody, you haven't been there. Get out and use what you have to help uplift. If you get out anytime soon, find me, dawg. I believe in you. God is up to something. You are proof that you can change your mind, you can change your mission, and you can change the movement of the world.